Reggae Month is February. February is Reggae Month. Come catch the rhythm virtually. We gone online totally on Reggae Month TV. Mega reggae concerts, interesting reggae documentaries, informative reggae symposia, and lots more. Online daily from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. on PBCJ, Jam Vision, JCDC Facebook page, and several other cable and social media platforms. Details available on the Reggae Jamaica mobile app, Reggae Month TV. Tune in daily and be entertained and informed.
Me online. What a thing. Okay. Reggae Open University. And the question is, how are artists making money in a pandemic? Wow. The Reggae Open University celebration, Route 77, Bob Marley's 77th birthday, produced by the Bob Marley Group of Companies and the Jamaica reggae industry in partnership with OneOff. OneOff is a revolutionary eco-conscious NFT platform built specifically for the music vertical. So the symposium panels, we're going to talk about symposium. I am the moderator, by the way, yes. And the other is the Reggae Open University celebration. We read that already, interactive discussion amongst panelists, discuss cons and pros, address questions and comments from online. The panelists, Dwayne, is going to explore artists. You listen, Dwayne, where you going to explore. Or them to
yes,
tell you.
right.
They never tell you.
Of course.
Oh,
ready for it, man.
Anyway, explore artists to not ignore revenue streams available, not only brand new ones, plethora of secondary streams that have been available from before pre-COVID. Many have now become primary. That is history. Eric, who name Eric? Put up your hand. All right, him down there, so. All right. Eric, what is NFT? Building audience, fan base, community around it. We are to create and engage blockchains, crypto. Who is buying NFTs? Foreign language to many education process is important to understand in this space. Fad/craze, will it soon go? We're going to ask all that too, you know, so you can answer it now because we asked it already. All right. Paul. Hey, yes. Like, you know, hold up here. You know, some know you. Hold up here, let the people that know you, Paul.
All right.
All right, see, now. All right, Paul. I notice in your bio, you're right about all the people about your tour except Muta Baroka to understand that. Well, over now here.
Muta.
Who are here, man?
That's an oversight. I want all buyer that, lad.
All right, we are here now.
I want a whole buyer that, lad.
No, that buyer the two. Hey, if me read out all of that, them not have no symposium. All right, so Paul, musicians, current challenges, example via social media, teachings online, selling beats online. You do all of that too. All right, so we're going to ask questions like, is content creation key? Are those who see themselves as a producer having it better than live performance? Remember them questions there, you know? Okay. All right, Norris, push up your hand. All right, Norris, look like a big technocrat. All right, the technocrat with the dark glasses. Norris, for some of the options they have is to gig for less now or pass on a lower paying job. Musicians are academics too. Look at gigging versus touring. Musicians, some revert to the first. Not ideal, but touring season is off. Example, play at bar versus concert. And so you think you not get a foreign show. You not get a foreign show, make you say that. But people stop touring. You're crazy, man. Residuals. You know much man go, we are not take COVID vaccine. Residuals bring income, example, sound exchange, challenge, breeds, creativity. All right. And one of the questions them is benefits to having work permit, apps to travel for work, network with others. Okay. Dwayne McDonald, obviously we know who Dwayne McDonald is, but put up your hands to make the people them know you.
Yeah, man.
All right. Dwayne McDonald is an artist manager, production tour manager. The profile, they are regional, you know, profiles. And that means I say no, Castic one is a is a Bible. You understand? All right. Dwayne McDonald is an artist manager, production tour manager, audio engineer, and professional registered electrical engineer. He holds a degree from the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine, in electrical and computer engineering. He's best known for his roles managing reggae entertainer Kabaka Pyramid and his work with Ghetto Youths International label owned and operated by Damian, Stephen, and Julian Madley, handling artists such as Third World, Joe Mercer, Marley, Christopher Ellis, and Black Amai. Over the past decade, Dwayne has proudly worked on various facets of the music industry, both locally and internationally, and considers himself an ambassador for professionalism and integrity within the Jamaican reggae industry community. He and his Bebble Rap music team have taken their brand and Jamaican culture to many of the largest platforms for reggae music in the world. He has also served in the past as vice chairman on the board of the Jamaica Reggae Industry Association and technical director for Jaria's Reggae Month celebrations. Okay. Eric Middleton, who that know? The last one. I hope. No? Eric Middleton. Put up your hand, man. Make the people them know. So are you again? Yeah, we are talking about you.
Right here.
Executive music producer and artist manager. Eric Middleton. May I say medicine? Mendelssohn.
Really motor.
Mendelssohn. Okay.
It's all
graduated
good.
on the Dean's List from Rutgers University and is currently the director of blockchain business development at One Half Additional. Eric is the CEO of artist management company Antherman Management and is recognized as Miami's top licensed cryptocurrency realtor. Talk to me when this thing are done here, Bridget. Talk to me about the crypto business. Yeah. Eric has been instrumental in driving the strategy for some of the biggest music-related NFT drops from award-winning musicians. In 2021, as an advisor for Bondley Finance, Eric negotiated and executed NFT strategy campaigns for superstar recording artists, grossing over 1 million sales in less than 2 months. His accomplishment as a pioneer in launching music, NFTs, has been recognized in Forbes and across the tech industry. Put up your hand again for Bridging. You may want to know when this thing is done. Okay. From me say all millions upon the paper, yeah. You may want to know. All right, Eric, not done for Eric, you know. In May 2017, Eric's company, Creator Apps, Family Recordgram, won the coveted TechnoCrunch Disrupt Cup, which is the most prestigious prize for the setup technology company. During the same year, Eric and his co-founder has featured on Apple's music original content series, Planet of the Apps, which including celebrity mentors Jessica Alba, Gwyneth Paltrow, Gary V, and William, really. Of the 36 companies featured, only 15, including Creator Apps, received funding from globally recognized VC Lightspeed venture partners. Creator also received additional funding from the New World Angles, which is Florida's largest anglo investor group, and Monique Mosley, a tenured music, film, and advertising executive. Brethren, your thing's long rasta.
You
don't mind if you cut it this off?
No, you chop it off.
Because it's not going to take up.
You're good. You're good. You can cut it up. Good.
Yeah, man. From me see the million and all them things, you don't need no more. From you have a million on it. Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah. All right. Paul Castick.
Yeah, but you're going through me already, Muta.
No, man, me not read the bio yet.
No, yeah.
You know what? I'm read the bio.
Let's get the show on the road, man.
You say anything come give you. You know, say you can't determine. Me are the moderator, right? So.
All right.
Me determine what's gonna happen. Me not read the whole light.
No millions
about 10 pages of things or so. All right. Paul Castick. One who had thought that Paul Castick, Groove Galore, was born with a pair of drumsticks, having been fascinated by the forces of music throughout his childhood. Piano, keyboards, bass, horns, but the drum is what Castick would go on to master. Castick's being in overdrive. Having toured around the world since being chosen in 1989 to rule the drummers chair for the Jamaica's top backing band, 809. Castick has never looked back, nor taken any prisoners. Other drummer, music director, and producer, currently touring and producing alongside Grammy-nominated reggae pop R&B artist Maxi Priest and reggae legend Bob Marley's son, Kimani Marley, reggae hip-hop dancehall alternative, and having produced one of Jamaica's hottest female reggae punk rock export, Tessian Chin debut album, In Between Words, who went on to win America's The Voice 2013 and currently working with Jamaica's hottest sensation, Fariji, who was awarded the best male vocalist at the World Championship at the Performing Arts Festival in Burbank, California. Italy, who was featured in Shaggy's multi-platinum diamond-selling album, Hot Shot, and producing the lead singer for the Wailers, Dwayne Angle's debut CD coming out this summer, 2017. His repertoire includes having toured, recorded, and played alongside such musical greats as the late, great Dennis Brown, Shaggy,
Muta Baruka,
UK pop sensation, Apache Indian, international reggae group, Big Mountain, Percy Sledge, Gwen Guthrie, Diana King, Oswald, Steel Pulse, Freddie McGregor, Gregory Isaac, Judy Moore, Capleton, Luciano, Buju Banton. May I tell you, and the man still never mentioned Muta Baruka, Tony Rebel, Sizzler, Junior Kelly, Culture, Richie Stevens, Bench, etc., etc., etc. I not read all of them, too much of them. Because say almost everybody in a reggae industry, Castick play drum for. Castick has now formed native ex-American entertainment music, which will now be the parent company for Groove Galore Production. His creativeness, his projects have now come to include major production work on all of Big Mountain's last 6 CDs releases. All right, we're going to end it this up. Castick, no respect. Yes. Okay, so we're going to start the ball rolling now. We want to start with, I know you're not going to remember the topic where we did say a while ago and the question. So we're going to start with Dwayne. Dwayne implores artists to not ignore revenue streams available, not only brand new ones, plethora of secondary streams that have been available from before, pre-COVID. Many have now become primary. All right.
Yeah, give thanks. Give thanks to, Bob Marley Group and Jaria for inviting me also for all this reasoning, very important reasoning in them time, yeah. As Muta mentioned, we're talking about how artists and musicians earning, the pandemic. I mean, this time is one of the most difficult times in the history of the planet as it relates to earning for musicians and for artists, and hats off to everybody, all creatives in general right now, surviving, grinding, and sticking the course, really appreciate everybody. So as Muta was mentioning, in having this conversation, because of course that's what everybody talking about within our industry, we tend to think about what new we need to be doing, which is very important. What are the new technologies that we need to be utilizing? And that is critical in order to exploit those, to earn from the craft, from the music, from the product, At the same time, we have a great panel here that can touch on some of these technologies. But I want to also remind the artists and the musicians and so forth that, so the main thing that was affected by the pandemic is, of course, live music, performing to people and earning from that, touring and gigging and all of them kind of things, right? And especially in our reggae music, that is a primary income source for majority of the artists, right? Whereas other aspects of revenue for artists were looked on as secondary or kind of by the way thing for a lot of us. You know, I'm talking publishing, I'm talking neighboring rights, I'm talking royalties from actually selling and streaming the songs. You know, for a lot of artists, we have a culture within our music where, boy, I'm on my voice for a producer, and we never discuss the business aspect of it because we are gonna get some show or we'll cut some dub or whatever it is. So royalties and earning from the actual music itself is not at the forefront of our mind. You know, the pandemic has kind of flipped that now, you know, and the artists that are doing well and are earning in this time are the ones that paid attention to those other quote unquote secondary revenue streams from before and using the time that we were off the road or not performing to optimize that now. So to make sure that all your music, everything that you're written is registered properly with a collection society, so you can put yourself in a position to be collecting a check or a bank transfer based off of the music that you wrote. Or if you didn't write any music, Muta mentioned Sound Exchange, and I know Norris will talk on it too. Sound Exchange is one of the platforms that actually pays artists, not necessarily the writers of the music, you know, based on radio play, XM radio play, Pandora, and all that kind of stuff. But if your stuff is not properly registered within the system, that's just money there waiting on you, you know, based on you properly registering, you know, what you're doing, you know. So it's really to look on all the royalty / publishing sources and make sure that all of your music is properly accounted for there. Other aspect of that as well is, of course, royalties and streaming. And we're talking about money that's being earned from your actual music, you know. So when your music gets streamed on Spotify or on YouTube or anywhere, I know, or it's downloaded, you know, you want to make sure that you're earning from that, you know. And a lot of us have, our industry tends to be informal a lot of the times, but it needs to be more formalized. Artists need to pay attention to what was my cut off of the song when we did do for that producer. How much was that percentage again? How that song doing? When is the last time I look on a statement? Have I ever received a statement for that song in my life? You know, that might be money out there waiting on you, but because that wasn't necessarily a priority prior to COVID and the pandemic, you know, a lot of artists not really looking on that, you know. So, you know, for me, generally all revenue streams for artists that exist need to be paid with equal attention or more attention now in the pandemic outside of live performance. And of course, I mean, you know, we have a great panel here, so I don't want to take up too much time, but of course, the new technologies exist, you know, things like YouTube and creating content, streaming that content, building a community. Right now, any artist out there as it relates to earning revenue right now need to be looking on their fan base and how can I monetize my fan base, you know. What product can I present to my fan base and how can I earn money from my fan base based off of that product? You know, partly is the music and streaming and that kind of thing. It might be a live video of you, you know, discussing something or a rehearsal video or you in the studio showing how you made that song. This is the story of how I made that song. That in itself is a piece of content that you can then stream and present to people. Patreon is a very popular thing within the space right now, generally in music. That's where people, you know, they pay a monthly fee to have access to kind of a fan base, putting it simply. So you as an artist now can give your fans that pay a monthly fee certain products or certain, you know, insights into what you do. The live stream, your studio session, a bill a beat or, you know, rehearsals or whatever it is, but you getting a monthly fee from your fans for doing that. So, you know, there's a lot to discuss, but I guess that's how I would open the conversation, you know. Thanks. Yeah, Muta.
Okay, give thanks, Bridget.
Yes, sir.
Yes, all right. We want to go to Eric. Eric is saying, what is NFT? Building audience, fan base, community around it. Where to create and engage blockchain, crypto. Who is buying NFTs? Foreign language to many education process is important to understand the space. FAD craze, will it soon go? So you have to answer that at the end. Okay.
Eric. All right. Yes, sir. First, I want to thank the Bob Marley group of companies. I want to thank Jaria. I want to thank Brian Grainspoon, Julia, and of course, Sedella for inviting me. I'm very humbled and honored to be speaking with you today about NFTs. Before we get into NFTs, though, I want to talk about the underlying technology to this new digital revolution, which is blockchain technology, because you kind of have to understand what blockchain technology is before you can understand what cryptocurrency is and then what NFTs are. Blockchain technology is simply computer code. That's it. It's just computer code that automates transactions and is a ledger of transactions between individuals or parties that's tracked via this computer code that I just described. I can get really more technical than that, but I won't. This blockchain technology, this computer code can never be changed. It can't be altered. So it lives in a transparent manner online. Again, don't want to get too nerdy, don't want to get too technical. There are many different blockchains. So many people are familiar with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a blockchain. People are familiar with Ethereum. Ethereum is a separate blockchain. There are hundreds or thousands of different blockchains. What differs one blockchain from another blockchain is the same thing that differs between computer programs like Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel. Each blockchain offers a different value proposition to the end user, a different set of services or features to that end user, whatever blockchain that you want to conduct your transactions on. The Bitcoin blockchain, these blockchains, the means of payment or the means of payment on these blockchains are the native tokens that are affiliated with these blockchains. So, for example, the Bitcoin blockchain, the way that things are transacted on the Bitcoin blockchain is with Bitcoin. On the Ethereum blockchain, the way transactions happen is transacted through ETH or Ethereum. You can't use Bitcoin on the Ethereum blockchain. You can't use Ethereum on the Bitcoin blockchain. And then there's Solana blockchain, which utilizes Sol, the Tron blockchain, which utilizes Tron. You get my point. Every blockchain, every protocol blockchain has a different current cryptocurrency that's run on top of it where transactions take place. So if I wanted to send Dwayne Bitcoin, that transaction would be registered on the Bitcoin blockchain. And we or you would know that Eric and Dwayne transacted and I sent Dwayne XYZ amount of Bitcoin. But you would not know that it's me, Eric, and you would not know that it's Dwayne. All you would see is a digital wallet that's transacting from one or another. So it's transparent in that you see transactions happening between people. You just don't necessarily know who those people are. Again, I can get very technical, but I won't. This is not what this is for. I want to talk about NFTs. Okay, NFTs, the nerdy term for NFTs are non-fungible tokens. What that means in layman's terms, the easiest way I can explain it is a digital collectible. That's scarce, meaning it's rare. You can set a limit to it, and the ownership of that digital good is tracked on the blockchain. So people may say, well, how is something digital? How can you make it scarce? Because you can limit it on the blockchain, and the ownership, who owns that digital good, again, is tracked on the blockchain. So when you think about things that you can collect in real life, sports cards, even sneakers, all of these things have value because they're physical. And if you have a new pair of Jordans or an old pair of Jordans, you think that there's not that many of those Michael Jordan sneakers in existence, and therefore they accrue value. The Yeezys, Kanye West sneakers, the reason that the Yeezys are so expensive aren't because they're the best looking sneaker in the world. It's because they don't make a lot of them, and therefore they accrue value based on supply and demand economics. This is the same applies to NFTs in the digital space, where the law of supply and demand come into place, because I can make something scarce yet digital, where the ownership is tracked and distributed on a blockchain. Again, this is some nerdy stuff. The way that I've approached, or the way that the NFT community is approaching the music space, and by the way, I am one of the pioneers in the music NFT blockchain space, is that anything that artists are doing in Jamaica or artists around the world are doing for their fan bases now, for like their fan clubs, this is the extension of the digital fan club. So you can create unique experiences, and the access to that unique experience can be conveyed and transferred through an NFT. Again, I don't want to get overly technical, and I know there's a lot of people on the call, but I just kind of want to just go over a few of those points about what blockchain is, what cryptocurrency is, and again, how NFTs kind of play a role in the space. But I can definitely go into more detail, but I'd love to pass it on to other panelists right now.
Mm.
Muta, you might mute it.
No, are you hearing me?
Yeah, we are here, you know, Muta.
No, my mic no mute.
Yeah, just chippy. Just
all right. I want to ask you a question about the crypto. Yeah, a lot of people say the cryptocurrency argument is like a Ponzi scheme. And recently we see where trillions of dollars was lost in this cryptocurrency scheme. How you answer that with the loss of a lot of money and is a Ponzi scheme? How you answer that?
So let me say this, the blockchain as a technology has never been hacked, ever. What's been hacked are people's cryptocurrency wallets, where they store their cryptocurrency. The way that people get access to that is by phishing emails. They'll send you an email, you'll click on it, a virus is on your computer, now someone can get access to your cryptocurrency wallet on your computer. Or what's very popular in America is SIM swapping. So someone goes to your local telephone company in Jamaica and they pay the person behind the counter $500, and all of a sudden that person behind the counter gives that person, that scam artist, access to your phone number, and now they can get access to your email, your bank account, your cryptocurrency wallets, whatever they want. If the right scammer can get access to it. So the blockchain again has never been hacked. In terms of Ponzi schemes, like I said, there's thousands of different blockchains out there. And yes, there's definitely corruption. Whenever there's money involved in anything, there's corruption. There's definitely Ponzi scheme type of blockchains out there or tokens out there. However, Bitcoin is very distributed, meaning there's a lot of people that hold Bitcoin, and it's decentralized, which means there's no central failure. Amazon, Google, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all these companies are centralized, meaning there's a central point of failure. There's a corporation that owns them. There's a CEO that runs it. These are all, I believe, publicly traded companies. There's a central point of failure. With Bitcoin, it's decentralized across hundreds of thousands of computers, and there is no CEO of Bitcoin. There's no one to call if you lose your Bitcoin. There's no one to call to teach you how to transact on the blockchain. So yes, you can fall victim to Ponzi schemes because people are trying to steal your crypto. They're trying to steal your money. And there's certainly a lot of tokens out there that do that. But the top 20 or even top 50 performing tokens with the highest market cap, I would venture to say are not Ponzi schemes, and they have a legitimate use case, an application layer to them that provides their utility.
Yeah.
And if I can,
okay.
and if I can go a step further, and if I can go,
Paul,
and I was gonna say, if I can,
current challenges. Eh?
No, he was answering. He was saying something, Muta. Finish, Eric. I really love where you at. Finish why you finish your statement.
Sorry. At first, people thought that Bitcoin was a way to transact on the dark web. Sorry, I'm getting a call. People were using Bitcoin as a way to transact on the dark web, the underbelly of the web, to sell drugs or to do bad stuff with it, right? This is in 2012, 2010. A lot has changed since then, right? People used to laugh at Bitcoin. Then they said only video gamers used it. Then they said there's not that many people who are using it. Then they say it's never going to get adopted. And now what's happening is you see institutions and companies buying it, right? Yeah. And storing it on their books. And now beyond individual rich people or anyone buying crypto and companies buying it, now you see countries using it, like El Salvador. And there's going to be other countries that are going to use Bitcoin as a currency in their country. So where we were in 2010, we've made leaps and bounds where we are today in 2022. And you're only going to see Bitcoin become more adopted because it has no barriers. It's a global currency. It's the first global currency in the history of the world that's digital. It's easy to move back and forth. Imagine going through the Jamaican airport with $1 million of gold in your hand. They'd probably arrest you, right? But you can have $1 million in Bitcoin in your wallet because they don't even know it exists, and it's digital.
Yeah. That you might not even know you have it neither. Yes. Okay. We're going back to Paul. Paul, current challenges with the social media, teaching online, selling beats online. What you say about that?
Well,
People see themselves as producer.
Mm-hmm.
What you think is happening in this time and in the COVID period and all?
Well, I can really just speak with what has happened to to me, because it's like, obviously from March, I think me and Norris was together March 15th when we did the last live show in Anguilla with Banky Bank's Moon Splash. And that's when everything kind of spiraled. And I came back to the States and was just one place, was moving. And obviously the dynamics with each person will be different. I have garnered a few relationships over the years with people, even outside of reggae, not say reggae based. So with me, I have a mobile setup that I have invested in, top notch, where I can really be doing a lot. Other than going around a drum set and playing, I program very, very well. I've done that. I've honed that skill from 8 or 9 days. So I've invested in the software. So I find myself wherever I am, I can be working on a song for a client or for somebody, anybody. But it's still not the same as being in the studio. So it was hard. It's still hard. I was sitting down in one place, watching the news was changing practically every 3 days. There was another rule, another story of this whole COVID thing. And then Maxi, my boss, was in Jamaica. Maxi said, come, we're going to do a live stream thing. And I went home August 8th. And when I went home, I had to quarantine for 2 weeks. But during the time just being home, what kept me was just programming. I was just programming for people all over the world. They send me them song, work on it, send them back them Pro Tools file. As I said, that's something I went ahead, was ahead of the game in. From I was in 8 or 9, I was always trying to be on the cutting edge of not just necessarily playing the drums live where I need to go in a studio, but I learned programming on a certain level where I can program. I can program songs for you and you swear that is a drummer playing. So that's just what I did. I put in that work. So that is what kind of like saving me, but still, it is still can't take the place of touring. Where I feel it, man, it rough. I mean, touring came, open up back a little bit, but we just had a tour.
So you actually have said that the producer who produce music have it better than a live performer, given that you're a live performer too. You
right,
the producer better than.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can still be doing stuff remotely, and that's what a lot of people are doing. Home programming, sending files, Dropbox, get the session. I mean, the business was there, so already, really and truly, because I remember one time when I was working on a Big Mountain record, when we finished, we had to be putting the stuff on DVD and running to FedEx. But now you can send that whole session, that whole multi-track, you can send in a WeTransfer.
Yeah, that's in it. Minutes. Yes, of course.
So the technology was always there. What I'm saying is that for me, I wasn't just the player. I had kind of like those, maybe just interested in this whole electronic stuff anyway. You know that. So that has been saving me where the time spent at home and moving around. I found myself doing percussion treatment on people's song. And it don't mean that I'm a conga player or I'm a timbale player, but I can program this stuff real. And you can't tell the difference in a bonga Herman or a such and such a player. So me just say, I had put in that work. So it is helping me, but it's still not the same as going on tour. And that
take where the musician work with the machine.
No, but man, no, I'm not taking other musician work. All of that come under production, my brethren. All of that come under production. All of that come under the term production. I'm a producer.
Man, you hear what I'm saying?
You know, there's enough things. There's enough things. Even with me, for me, what I have gotten out of this pandemic, I have totally worked on a solo album that I never had in my radar, thinking that I was going to accomplish or do. And I was forced from a little idea of doing 5 tunes. Now I have a complete project where I'm doing things totally that nobody knows associate with me. And that will reveal itself in a few months. So there's some positivity for me that came out of the sitting down. You know, I bought a whole heap of equipment and I started doing some stuff that I'd never done before, and just totally branch off and do an album. And it will reveal itself and we will hear it. And that only, seriously, that only happened because of the pandemic. Otherwise, I would have been touring, and never have no time to do this that I've done.
Pandemic.
Yeah, so it bring out something for me, something very interesting. That
all right, Bridget. Yeah, we have to go to the next person. Norris, you understand? You have a piece of paper in front of you, tell you what you're going to talk about. No. I'm have to repeat it.
Give me a summary. Give me a summary.
All right. What you really are talking about is the options. Where musician, you know, the options for gig, take less money, or touring, or gigging, playing a bar or versus concert. A big artist now good at playing a bar when would never play first time. Or can't get no big concert in Europe. So the touring thing kind of get away now. So it's either I'm going gig, look for a gig, you know, the little venue, or touring. No, which is kind of gone down on the lawyers so now. Options, gig for less, or pass on a lower paying job. Which one gig for less? Because if you work in a bar as working at a big concert, you're going to play for less. Some artists don't understand how to play for less. Him say 200 people in a place and him should get $50,000.
Yeah. Yeah, so that no Muta, you know, some of the musicians out of Jamaica, some of them pretty much internationally known. Some musicians in Jamaica as well, don't leave Jamaica. So depends on the area where you're in, depends on how dense it is, you actually will have much more options than others. Now you have some that have both a difference that you can actually do gig and actually still be touring. But since the pandemic now, the touring stopped. So it's not either. It's just gig or sit down. But then even there's a time when there's no, like the beginning, like when Paul said the last time when we played, when the pandemic just hit, we was in Anguilla. When we come back, there's not everything dry up like desert. What you're going to do, there's no gig, there's no bar, there's no tour, there's no studio. Because even we, Third World, we were supposed to go down by gang and continue the album. We can't go in a studio because we can't sit down amongst man and man and, you know, this whole, you have to do tests and all these kind of things. So what do we do before that? So before going even to the gigging, before they open now, if you have an auxiliary, and my situation kind of unique, you know, because I have other skills, but some musicians actually do the same. And most of us, or not most of us, quite a few of us end up doing driving, as an example, as an auxiliary. But for like myself now, I do driving, semi-trailer, all over. So there was a time that I was on the road for 9 months when it just hit. When I come back I'm in Florida, and Florida don't see me for 9 months, me all over the road. But I was still earning. And the first time I returned was, yes, we're going to do a video shoot. So video shoots things start some kind of open up in Florida. So after that time, you have 1 and 2 places opening up. Now, if you're a musician or entertainer that don't have an auxiliary like myself or Richie Bar or enough away that can drive on the road and so forth, you're going to have to settle and actually do a gig. You're going to do gig, but then you're going to still choose the gig. So they start to pick and choose and refuse. But of course, you know, you have some people that it don't really matter if you're going to pay for $50 or $100 or $150. You probably don't have a sense of value. But then some people keep them value and say, no, well, we're not going to play with this Amanda, that Amanda, because they want to keep him brand up because there's hope for after pandemic, what you call pre and post. So you still have enough people can't decide what to do, but when they, as they would call it, the S reach the fan, you just have to do what you have to do as a musician that don't have an alternative. Then some of us now, as I said, I'm kind of unique, but some of us that play on hundreds, I won't say millions, hundreds of records, like myself, that didn't do the homework like what Paul and some of them do, that submit and do all these things to some exchange and all of that stuff. We don't get the residuals that we're supposed to get. Or sitting down in the pandemic, you don't really get all of that residuals that you should or would have, could have been getting. So you learn at that time now, say, boy, yes, this is when it could have come in handy. So bigger heads, whether it be the Beatles or whoever, they actually can sit and fold your hand for a time. There are some artists out there that I won't really call name, R&B artists also, that them sit down for a year. And after a year, them actually say, well, the bank are dry up now, what should we do? But they wasn't doing any performances. You know, they weren't doing any performance live or obviously nothing else. And then eventually the virtual thing came along where you're actually doing virtual shows. But even that can't replace the real live musician zone of the business, you know. So for like myself, my personal experience, driving on the road and doing my auxiliary, I'm a musician first, and then everything else after. So we driving, we're doing whatever. I have a mobile, do production as well. You know, the truck can do all these things that you can drive and you can do, create your ideas, you can do full production. Even Paul and a couple of my brethren and Birch or whoever send tracks while me on the road, put on a track, do whatever I need to do, send it back internet and continue to earn. But you see, it's not the earning power is completely different than when you're live, when you're going over Europe or when you're going to Australia or going Asia and all. Then so the whole game change now. So like we have to what you call recompose in our brain. How we're going to earn musically. So how we earn musically is it kind of why different for everyone. Like Paul would say, it's unique. Everyone have a different way of earning as far as live playing. If it's not live, if you're doing studio and you're doing sound exchange and digital earning, it don't necessarily affect the growth of the people. You see what I say? So mostly it's the live performances. Certain states or certain areas, like I said, they're still on a lockdown. You can't really do any, no bar not open, some club open, some whatever. But truth be told, I noticed that the sports and all the arenas, they're still open for all these games, but entertainment still get a pressure cooker, a pot cover upon it. So they don't really open for have entertainment, but they will still always open for the Super Bowl and all of these things. So it kind of does, each state and each area different per country. You see what I say?
I can ask you something, Bridget. You say that driver and driver
don't stop at all.
Meet hell from musicians. Like Kasikim is a problem child when come on to driving. He want to stop everywhere. You understand? He want to buy all the electronic things that we can book up.
But that's not the type of driving.
We can find and all them
that's
something
not the
there.
type of driving.
My experience with him, I talk about, you understand? When I say, Yeah. We know say the road is always nicer to deal with, but you ever come a time when you say, well, I want to go home on my yard, you know, Rasta, the story is too long, even though you make the money. You ever, that ever come up in your head?
Yeah, you see, hold on a second. Jen, come in, please. Yeah, so, sorry, Muta. Yeah, so there's always a time, well, I shouldn't say always, there's many times when you say, yeah, you want to go home, yes, but then is where your heart there. Where's your heart? Your heart at home, your heart on the road, and truth be told, Muta, you should have known too, because you're a tour musician. You see, when you're deep on the road with a set of musicians, it's like your family or your yard, you know. You understand? You see, when you have that chemistry and that band with a certain set of musicians, sometimes you're not even think about home. So it depends on how.
That me did all set up. Set up because really and truly, expanding on what Naris is saying, it's all about the camaraderie and the artists that you're touring with. I can't remember ever being on tour and I like wish to go home. But when the time comes when the tour is done though, my mindset now switch to going home and I'm all in to go home. But when we're out there doing the work, and it also depends on the artist which I've toured with 809. And one of my most rigorous tour was with Muta for 11 weeks in America with Mighty Diamonds and Muta Baruka. And it was in the winter. But I was with 809. I was with my family. It was like 809 band. It wasn't some little artists where just hire me. You understand what I say, Muta?
Exactly. So
809 bring me come Kingston. That tour that we did was one of the in-depth tours that I've ever done to this date. 11 weeks in the winter in America in some markets that I had never been before.
So, hold on a part. So to elaborate a little bit more upon what you say now, Muta, sometimes, because me do almost 2 decades with Toots, so you will find a time when, of course, when Toots step on the road, him not the 1 week, him not the 2 week, the man of the 2 months, 3 months, whatever. You may have times, like you say, you want to go home, but in truth and in fact, the music grab you, the music does have you there. You still want to continue, you want to go on, you don't want to stop. But like Paul said, when it's time for us, all right, take a break, you take a break. And of course, it depends on the vibe. Sometimes the vibe just nice, sometimes the vibe not there. They say, yo, so we need to take a break and go home. So, on the driving section now, there was times when, yes, me I drive, and I said, John, I really want to go in, but go into what? So because of the pandemic now, I said, I go in, I go home, go do what? So I rather...
Going to what? Going to your woman? How would man going to what?
Muta, mine expose me now, watch it, So, when you go home, sometimes somehow we have...
You say where you go home far.
Yeah, because, all right, my home then, a 4 wall then. So expose me then. My home a 4 wall. I go home to 4 wall and so equipment.
A prison.
Exactly. Well, yeah, but I go in the door and window.
Stay up on the road still.
So me stay up on the road and I have a computer, I have a drum machine, I have other, so I still have myself, I have my soul. So like me tell the people who I drive, I say, music first. Me's not a trucker that play music. Me's a musician that drive truck. You understand? So me have the option and it's unique for kind of like me. But yeah, we go home. Anytime music open up now, but then at the studio with the on road. So like right now, we kind of put that down as a auxiliary, you know what I say? So we can't always rally back. Just like how you're multitasking.
Eric.
All right, Eric. I don't know what happened so.
Yeah.
Eric, yeah, I did want to ask you something about the NFT in regards to cover songs.
I hear music in my ears.
Yeah.
As I have a cover song that my manager was trying to do a NFT with, and he found out some information that they have a black and you
We want to go
NFT
to Mr. Monroe, you know.
with a cover
No,
song.
no.
Yes, Paul.
I want to hear me out there.
I heard something about a cover song, but that's
I hear music.
Yeah, we with NFTs. What's the deal with cover songs? A cover song and an NFT.
Paul, no man,
So-
let me just move on to Mr. Monroe like Muta said no. That
All right, Muta, me and you will talk then about that, Eric. Come on, you link. We want to discuss that.
go ahead, Muta, to Mr. Monroe.
We're having some glitch here, man.
Yeah, man. Muta.
Somebody saying, let me in, please. Somebody wants let in the group. Somebody is texting in the WhatsApp group saying, let me in, please, from a phone number. It says the meeting part.
He's already in, Dwayne is here already. So
All
it's
good,
with
all
him.
All right. I'm not sure. Muta is hearing some music in his ears, so I'm not sure if he has some technical difficulty there. Muta, are you back?
Mike is mute, Muta.
Get your tech together.
I hear music.
Get your
I hear,
tech.
but I hear music too.
No, man.
No.
So me, you know.
Well, yeah, mix, yeah, blend the music, blend it.
All right, we're going with the music.
All right.
No, we're not blending no music. All right, no. We want to go to Mr. Monroe. Mr. Monroe.
Your microphone get very low now, Muta. Your microphone get very low now. Your volume.
Yeah, Muta, you sound low all of a sudden.
The microphone. All right, you can't hear it now?
Yes, man. Yes,
Yeah,
man.
man.
We're all right, you know?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Monroe. We could talk about live streaming. We can talk about live streaming to you.
Yeah, man,
Mr. Monroe.
Yes,
Yeah, man, I mean-
about the live streaming.
I mean, so since the start of the pandemic, persons have been trying to find different and various ways on which them can either get exposure or to find some other way to find some other revenue stream. I mean, we have done a couple events or a few events as a company at M1 that has seen such, because corporate now has seen the opportunity to start partnering with musicians or recording artists and so forth. A few of these events would have been at Digital Unplugged, Jamaica Festival. Appleton has had a few activations that they have used local artists to do some live stream events. Even artists independently have found ways to push their content as well through varying platforms. I mean, we did something for Chronix when he had his launch for his album, where his new track "Cool as a Breeze," Stark Ashley, Bona Carter. So we have been just in the midst of helping helping most of these recording artists to kind of push their content globally. Now, one of the things that we do recognize is that people ingest content rapidly. So there's always a need for new and interesting content. And the audience is always asking what's next. But then what artists need to realize though is that there is data out there that they have access to help them market their content digitally. This is something that's really look at the new income stream that they can know, or a new revenue stream that they can know, have access to, is that marketing tool is there, because this is the same data that is used by most corporate companies or most corporate successful brands, whether it's the data through Facebook or through, I mean, whenever you sign up on a digital platform, your information is pulled from there. Your name, your address, sometimes your interest, and all these things are pulled, and that data is actually accessible by almost anybody who is interested in getting that data. Now, how do you as an artist now use that data effectively to brand yourself or market yourself, or use it to reach out to certain people? And then based on that now is now how do you now say, okay, I'm pushing out this kind of content to reach this kind of people. Where do I now create some form of community? That's if you're interested in doing interested in a certain market. Because there are various platforms. You know, you have YouTube. Somebody mentioned earlier, whether it's YouTube, you do have music streaming platforms, such as Spotify, Apple Music. But of course, I'm more on the video side of things. So it would definitely whether be something on social media, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, even Instagram and so forth, for all that kind of organic content and so forth. There's really no taking advantage of all these streaming platforms and building a community to monetizing to monetize, to even prepare for, and it doesn't extend to now, it extends to even after the pandemic. How do you position yourself now as an artist with these varying platforms? Because building that community for yourself, coming out of the pandemic, now you have an advantage for that. Apart from streaming, you can even think about own content. How do you know look at how do I start creating content for myself, whether it's through my music, whether it's through a little mini documentary of how this was made. So you do find persons finding various ways to push that kind of content out there. I mean, we've been supporting most artists, whether it's through them directly or whether it's through some corporate entity. And then, of course, you can see the influence in the music in terms of corporate, because we know how corporate is. We know they're more curated in the content that they associate their brand with. And then based on that influence, we now see artists having to pivot the type of content that they actually put out for their listeners and so forth. But I mean, there are various ways. Streaming is one of the biggest ones that we've that I'm proud of, that we have access to, is really Uppsala Reggae Festival in Sweden. I mean, we had streamed, I think, over 16 artists to their festival so that they can view the artists here live. So that's actually also giving them access to the world again. That's in and in itself and so forth. So there are varying ways that artists can pivot and kind of leverage social media platforms to their advantage for that additional revenue stream. I know they're being hit hard already by the original streams that are not going to live, but yeah, those are some options.
All right. Sorry for butting point, but we have to close this session right now. You know, we're going at the time. We want to say give thanks for the ones them for turn up, give thanks to the one them contribution to the symposium. Yeah, Norris, Eric, Castick, Dwayne, and Monroe. We are yelling up, yelling up. Yes,
Eric, check your message. Check your message.
Very lightning. I want to talk to that man about the crypto thing still. Yeah.
I could have done a whole hour.
Open University. Stop on the night, man, make a talk. Reggae Open University celebrating Route 77, Bob Marley's 77th birthday, produced by the Bob Marley Group of Companies and the Jamaica Reggae Industry Association, in partner with One Half is a revolutionary eco-conscious NFT platform built specifically for the music vertical. And you listen to IRFM. Give thanks. We're gone. 78th birthday next year.
All right.
All right, Muta. About the rock birthday too, Remember that, yeah?
We're not done.
Reggae Month is February. February is Reggae Month. Come catch the rhythm virtually. We gone online totally on Reggae Month TV. Mega reggae concerts, interesting reggae documentaries, informative reggae symposia, and lots more. Online daily from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. on PBCJ, Jam Vision, JCDC Facebook page, and several other cable and social media platforms. Details available on the Reggae Jamaica mobile app, Reggae Month TV. Tune in daily and be entertained and informed.
reggae world. My name is Tahira Elizabeth. Special shout out to Miss Judy Mowat. Big ups to Jaria, especially Miss Mary Isaacs. This next song is called See You Never, and it's by yours truly.
Around hiding texts, and I got to thinking, girl, don't wait no more. Cause you're only thinking of yourself. You just play around with my head. Yeah, I can tell you I am out that door. I will wait no more. Though I miss us from before. I thought I'd love you for life. I thought you'd love me for life. You used to say, come back with line. Here's our private thing. Highway driving, we shanty, yeah. Held my hand to show that you were mine. But now you're under a vibe. I don't mean anything, no. Phone call, WhatsApp, not chatting. You must think I won't leave you behind. Cause now you're kicking it with your friends, yeah. You now will not mess, no. Baby, we were supposed to rule the world. You just put me upon a shelf, but I ain't no second best, no. See you never, I am out that door. I will wait no more. Though I miss us from before. I thought I'd love you for life. I thought you'd love me for life. I will wait no more. Though I miss us from before. I thought I'd love you for life. I thought you'd love me for life.
Sitting in the morning sun and watching all them birds passing by. Oh, how sweet they sing, and oh, how much I wish that I could fly. And I try. Oh Lord, I tried. I said I tried, yes. And I really tried. But I got to pick myself up and dust myself off. And I had to start all over. Every time I start all over, I pick myself up and I dust myself off. And I had to start all over. Every time I start all over, sitting in the midday sun and wondering where my meal is coming from. Oh, I'm so hungry, oh. And after working so hard, Yeah. Oh Lord, I tried. You know I tried. Yes, I really tried. Yeah. I gotta try. But I got to pick myself up and dust myself off. And I had to start all over. Every time I start all over. Said I pick myself up and dust myself off. I had to start all over. Every time I start all over. I'm sitting in the evening sun and watching them same birds pass us by. There they go. And as I sit here, I'm wondering, I'm waiting for the time for me to fly. Oh, and I tried, Lord. Jaffe had to try. Said I tried. And I really tried. Oh, I got to pick myself up and dust myself off. And I had to start all over. Every time I start all over. Say I pick myself off the ground and I turn myself all around. I had to start all over. Every time. Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah. Just fine. I've been wasting time and it's been so long and I've been find out. I've wasted too much time. I got to pick up myself. Oh Lord, and dust myself. Oh God, I got to start all over again. Oh Lord, I got to pick up myself. Pick myself up. And dust myself off. Start all over again. Give thanks. Give thanks, Reggae Month. Give thanks, Revolution. My name is Jafrican. Jahfrican. Follow me on all social media channels. Big up my friend them. My drummer Kenil, my Alex, Spangy, the guitarist them, Elijah, Javan, Evan, aka Yellow, Sharida, and Faith. These are all old friends of mine. Long journey I had, and if it wasn't for people like them, I wouldn't be here today. So this next track is called Old Friend. Yeah, you see sometimes that friend from root is the one first to tell you the truth. Yellow, you bail me out more than a dozen times. I help you solve your cases, my friend. All Kenil, he may not be blood brother, his sister not my cousin. My Lex is more family to me than brethren. Spanky, what a friend in you I have. Oh, what a friend in you I have, old friend. Yeah, if I don't see you in tears, you're in my heart or you're in my prayers, old friend. And na 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 my, oh na na na. I'll be surely there by your side. Me have to say you're great. Now if it be your birthday, we celebrate. tell the one who stab me the back with a knife. You will never like that at that time. We may disagree, never will fight. Oh, my friend, I love you. What a friend in you I have. Oh, what a friend in you I have. Oh, friend. Oh, forever I will G. And if I don't even see you forever, Uncle Noel, you're in my breath, oh, friend. Reggae Month, I got to tell you, I've got to tell you that I got to tell you, you have to know. Jeffy, I can tell you from the heart to the radio. I love you. My name is Jafrican, follow me everywhere, Jafrican music.
This is Reggae Wednesdays. We pay ode to our ancestors and to the revolutionary spirit of a music that is the heartbeat of Jamaica. Ladies and gentlemen, reggae music family, good evening to everyone locked in to this amazing evening. Welcome to the second staging of Reggae Wednesdays for 2021. My name is Debbie Bissoon, and it is an honor to take this ride with you. Please show your appreciation for the Aquaba drummers, led by master drummer Mr. Philip Supersad, giving us the sounds of Naya Bingy. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. I'm hearing it through the screens. Lovely. They were followed by a young woman whose rebellion comes out of her expression as a free-spirited artist with a smooth, rich voice that gives us a modern-day soul music with contemporary attitudes and sensibilities. The one, the only, the amazing Tahira Elizabeth. Give it up for her, please. Woo! Awesome. And the artist who has been surrounded by music all his life, Jafrican, is heavily influenced by the ancestral rhythms of Kumina and blends his African heritage with modern sounds, giving us an Afrobeat artfully blended with dancehall. It's only right that we support our musical ambassadors, Burning Spear, Jimmy Cliff, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bunny Wailer, Rita Marley, and Marcia Griffiths, along with many others who brought reggae music to the world stage. Reggae Wednesdays is produced and powered by the Jamaica Reggae Industry Association through the kind sponsorship of the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport, the Ministry of Tourism, Chase Fund, Starlight, JTB, TEF, CPTC, Java, JCDC, Reggaeville, Rhythm Agency, Surf for Reggae, and the Reggae Festival Guide. Also, M1 Production and Creation Foods. Thank you all so much. Tonight is a reggae-lution. Now, reggae music originated as a kind of protest against the system, a kind of political form of protest and contestation in Jamaican life. With an ode to Bob Marley, help me welcome a thriving photographer and multifaceted artist who came out on the music scene as a rebellion herself with the energy of her ancestors. Ladies and gentlemen, get up out of your seats right now and welcome Joby J.
Good night, everybody.
No woman, no cry. yard entrenched out. Oh, by observing the hypocrites, I stay put, mingle with the good people with me. Good friends we have and good friends we've lost all along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say, I say, I say. No man, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no woman. No man, no cry. No woman, no cry. Said I remember when we used to sit in a government yard entrenched out, and Georgie would make the firelight, and it be logwood burning, burning, burning through the night. Then we would drink cornmeal porridge, of which I'd share with you, and you, and you, and you. My feet is my only carriage, so I got to push on through. Everything is gonna be, everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. Every little thing is gonna be. Everything is gonna be. Everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be. No woman, no cry. Don't shed no tears. No woman, no cry. Oh, my little darling, don't shed no tears. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No, no, no. No woman, no cry. No woman, no woman. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry.
This song is dedicated to all the women, all the queens, all the big girl them. Ooh, big girl thing. I'm in a know thing. Me say I'm sorry if they never get for treat me like you want to treat me. Me not gonna make you take your dirty foot and walk over me. That's a toy for you to treat how you please. Use me, abuse me, and then you leave. I'm a big girl now, thick skin, strong bones. A mature mind, and yes, a girl that knows that karma is a thing, so I will leave it be. Man, I go stress myself and take the word from thee. Big girl sing, 7 9 a laughing thing, 7 9 a rocking thing. Eventually, your true colors will show. I'm in a rough because you are. If all you do, I waste my time, no add no value to my life. Miss I may have to be selective with my space and my energy. Miss I'm sorry if you never get to treat me like you want to treat me. Me nah gonna make you take your dirty foot and walk over me. I'm not a toy for you.
Jamaica and its workforce are advancing quickly. Life-changing opportunities are arising. You need training and support. We are the Renewed Heart NSTA Trust, committed to providing new and emerging skills training and opportunities. Come to Heart. We'll help you claim your place in the workforce of the future.
Jamaica is a beautiful place. Our people have a beautiful spirit, but we are too aggressive, and the way we interact with our friends and neighbors, I genuinely believe that we have the capacity to deal with this problem of violence. But it's going to take all of us. It's going to take every organized group of Jamaicans that we fundamentally reject violence. Violence has no place in a modern society.
Long live the legendary Bob Marley. Now, reggae music is love. Reggae music gives hope. Reggae music has changed the lives of millions across the world, whether it is in the words of peace and love or spreading the message of Rastafari with a gift of spirituality that connects us to the motherland. Reggae lovers worldwide, thank you for sharing with us from your own spaces, your homes, as we dedicate this month of February to our heartbeat, reggae. And if you want to know more about the reggae activities for Reggae Month, take a look at this.
Jamaica, land of wood and water, Rastafari and reggae. Jamaica's rich contribution to global music heritage cannot be ignored or brushed aside, producing no less than 6 widely recognized musical genres and hundreds of top-class musicians and artists. Arguably, some of our most famous sons of reggae hail from rural Jamaica, like Bob Marley, Bunny Wailer, Burning Spear, and Cocoa Tea. From Morant Bay in St. Thomas to the Grill in Westmoreland, Jamaica continues to overflow with musical genius and talent. Indeed, whether in the cool hills of 9 Mile St. Anne, Mucka Clarendon, or Mandeville, Manchester, Jamaica's heartbeat is in its music.
Son of one of Jamaica's musical icons, it is no surprise that our next act entered the music scene with great songwriting and performance skills. Help me welcome to the Reggae Wednesday stage, Tijan.
Yeah. Where is the most time, John? Yeah. Word is the lamb, you know? Conquering lion, yeah?
Oh, Jah give you my heart and soul, and I don't need another reason. Said I've waited patiently. I need my healing, cause perilous times. Said if I ever needed you, oh, that I should have called on you. You tell me feel like mustard seed move mountain, and whosoever will can sip the fountain. Tell me no iniquity never prosper. Never done me back on you from Mr. Rasta. Say from me obey your laws and your words. You will give me anything me ask for. And while me attack the tribulation and the verge, beg you bring me out of the disaster. Tell me for seek if me want for fun. All the faith me say me take my time. Fill me heart, me beg you clear my mind. I'm willing for work even overtime. Oh, Jah give you my dance, and I don't need another reason. Said I've waited patiently. I need my healing, cause perilous times. Said if I ever needed you, oh, that I should have called on you. Anoint me from the crown of my head. Have mercy on my soul, I beg you please, Jaja. Nothing no impossible, not for you, Jaja. Come and see you resurrect on the dead. And just a servant coming to you with a little prayer. Down on my knees, me need your help. Any problem when me have to you, me run for cover. You tell me for seek if me want to find. Me hold the faith, me say me take my time. Fill me heart, me beg you clear my mind. Me willing for work even overtime. Oh, Jah give you my heart, and I don't need another reason. Said I've waited patiently. I need my healing, cause perilous times. Said if I ever needed you, oh, that I should have called on you.
Praise the Most High, Rastafari, no give thanks and praise, you know. Forever humble servant unto the Most High Creator. Yeah, servant of righteousness. Give thanks to the giver of life for the giving of life. Yeah, give thanks, Jah. Yeah, I read. Big up the Orthodox band, you know.
It's the last, yeah.
Yes, yeah, the first.
Long time ago. I know no white man for no sheep. Make me tell you this. Them a slavery from the days of Egypt. And now today we there and we still not feel it. Joshua take me through the wilderness and the pagans feel it. Treading with the Ark of the Covenant for Lashers and the Levites keep it well by the sweat of me brow. Me know said that me have been number. Them come fi suffer the all away from A to Z. These are the signs of the time done. No we talk got dread fox and him whole bird of him nurse. Nowhere to rest my hand. said you friends to Ethiopia. And that it saying at the scripture. Holy Abyssinia. Who will revise compass if you friends right down to Ethiopia. And that it saying at the scripture. Holy Abyssinia. Can't trick me with them 666. With them new ID and them coming with them biometrics. Deceive you with them polls and them analytics. It no matter if you vote, cause everything fixed. And the new passport, it carry the microchip. Matter all of the board wine on them busy a sip. While the reptilian them busy sucking blood like ticks. Embassy of Jerusalem, that's not them want to see it. Me say something now go happen and them can feel it. Whole world I go wonder at the beast that is it. Lamentation fulfill Jeremiah don't seal it. Praise the Pharaoh, my and them can't dismantle deep. Whole rivers compass set you fruits right down to Ethiopia. That it say that the scripture. Holy, holy, holy. Whole rivers compass set you fruits right down to Ethiopia. That it say that the scripture. Holy Abyssinia, Abyssinia. Long time ago. I said long time ago. No Christopher Columbus partnership. Make me tell you this. In there. Yes, Rastafari. Yeah, ready to be praised. Yeah, that one named Divine Majesty, you know. Shook. Yeah, on the Richter, you know.
Selassie.
Yeah. Oh, that one they gonna know my daddy. Well, if I never future, woulda never there. Zanovich build the rhythm and I watch pressure. Only for sleepless night and no little prayer. Enough demon come bound, but we are the slayer. Say man study the prophecy down to the wire. Esau never show no mercy check. Obadiah Micah come one year as son Hezekiah. Cause him vision the fall of Samaria. Cause he worship false God down in Judea. He must get banished by the high priest. Amaziah just fit tell the truth. Israel I go get conquer. If you know when me attack you have to check scripture. Don't prepare rest a table amongst my enemies. Still I gotta thank you. Oh, where you gonna run to? Repatriation I must know far cool. Oh no, Solomon gonna run through the divine majesty. The devil gets through. Come through. Oh, where you gonna run to? Repatriation.
Yeah, me. Hey, I say lightning and thunder and earthquake and lava. The fire arise, getting higher and higher. Words of Mosiah say trust the Most High, the Messiah in Zion, conquering lion. Ooh. The I am who I am, tough like a iron. We chad into Zion. Here through the wire, things up to the wire. Fire, watching wire. Level, alright. I may say where to start. Well, firstly, this ain't for the faint of heart. You don't need no fear for this train of thought. Cause if I fear, then I dare when the danger start. You become an actor, playing a part. I know them strain your thoughts, pulling your strings like them playing a harp. Head razor sharp, teeth razor sharp. Flesh your tear that off. I hope your ear my talk. We have to make a walk, to go make a map, to create a spark. Blaze a star, lightning, thunder, earthquake, a cloud, and I am in the king does a shake you. And the beast I say nature fi fall. Lightning punch up, sometimes name a fi call. There'll always be drought, but the rain a fi fall. And I know Babylon rain a fi fall. Thunder,
yeah. Come and flip up with that demon spirit. Like you think said dirty Babylon. Demon legend. Lean back and sit back up a ganja tea and trip it. When the king has slew the beast, clean and vivid. Even though the earth is for the meek and rigid, mankind will get so ugly and wicked. 400 years of suffering, me reach that limit. But me never hear the pastor them a preach and sing it. Babylon rocking, we off in silence, go down family and bust a silent prayer. Emperor Selassie have a right empire. Deep in the dark him have a brightest fire. Lead them all day, lead them all day, yeah. The power powers of Rastafari, I never leave you no way.
They never leave you. Rastafari live.
Still I see I.
The first.
Yes, I.
A balance and order, my brother. Majesty.
Social instance.
Hey, Jaria, we are warrior.
Ready? Yeah. Well, the judgment of the Most High is a sure thing, eh? Regardless of what a man might think. It's good to live in the will of the Most High Creator, Elohim, you know? Remember the covenant of the rainbow covenant, you know? The book of Genesis, eh? Well, after warning come judgment. Said after warning come judgment. Said after warning come judgment. Me no come with no smooth talk and no Shakespeare. King James the part what translate round here. Just prepare a table with me. Enemy front of me and me so still never got slow fear. Demon worship as the judgment near. Remember the eagle, the dragon and the bear. Me say whole nation them busy as no. And I chat on them never take time to prepare. Oh what a day when the moon it start trembling. Darkness everywhere when they look up and see no sun. A rainbow covenant that mean there'll be no more flood. I bring stone and fire when this judgment comes. Now follow friend and company when them start gears. If them not take no talk, then you part ways. No degrade yourself true, you want make it. If Jah no bless it, then you don't forget it. We've been through various pathways. Still the lion and the lamb I get all praise. Falls here and falls nails. Can't know who really in these days. Oh what a day when the moon it start trembling. Darkness everywhere when they look up and see no sun. A rainbow covenant that mean there'll be no more flood. I bring stone and fire when this judgment comes. Oh what a day when the moon it start trembling. Darkness everywhere when they look up and see no sun. A rainbow covenant that mean there'll be no more flood. I bring stone and fire when this judgment comes. And after warning comes judgment. Said after warning comes judgment. Said after warning comes judgment. I bring stone and fire. 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 Fire, 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 fire. Brimstone and fire, fire.
Rastafari.
Selassie.
One of the most powerful voices of Jamaica's next generation. This Ghetto Youths artist has performed at Reggae on the River and major tours across North America, Europe, and Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome the artist from 9 Mile, Black Am I.
Natty dreadlocks live it out. High survivors fire pan road still red. Even if I'm me alone, me now be no freak in bed. Even if I'm me alone, only eat honest bread. Even if I'm me alone. What's this? Step on a side, me up to look a fortnight. Me don't plan for fast 40 day, 40 night. I'm on no me, I do without the GPS light. I fi keep water on, man I fi smell right. A big things when the boss man I am. Next thing, me want fire me this time thing. And this job ya require me. Always I work and see claim say ya lie me. Still me a living trade. Even if I'm me alone, the fire pan road still red. Even if I'm me alone, hustling though the sun red. Even if I'm me alone, I'll only eat honest bread. Even if I'm me alone. The rich quick mentality must up a set of youth. Society no care, them coulda have some better youth. Blame them now go work, we have to find another route. Finger pointing verse, I can't tell who was speaking soon. A rocking boat when the wave get tidal. Take some precaution unless you're suicidal. My generation start a revival. I forward to teach youth them survival. As a living trade, even if I'm me alone, the fire pan road still red. Even if I'm me alone, me now be no freaking dead. Even if I'm me alone, I'll only eat honest bread. Even if I'm me alone. So come Rastafari children, wake up, arise Rastafari children, rise up, live Rastafari children, live up, love Rastafari children, heights up, he'll be a living dread, even if I'm me alone, the fire pan road still red, even if I'm me alone, hustling though the sun red, even if I'm me alone, I'll only eat honest bread, even if I'm me alone. Na 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 yeah. Na 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 na. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Sing with me now. Na 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 na. Na 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 yeah. Na 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 na. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Greetings in the world in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I the First, Jah Rastafari. Sing. Well, this one is called King of Kings. He's worthy to be praised. He's more than just a face. Think all. What's the Rastafari, the highest name. Shout him King of Kings. Shout him King of Kings. And never change, he remain the same. Oh, what a joy it brings. Oh, what a joy it brings. Manifestation, I be holy son. Return as King of Kings, it's your will, his work is done. From the tribe of Judah, the chosen one come. Selassie I the first is like unto none. Behold, unto thee a child is born. The sun rise again, another just turn to dawn. Chosen few will give thanks, others will carry on. Shall go with them still, cause them no far to gone. Rastafari the highest name. Shout him King of Kings. Shout him King of Kings. Never change, he remain the same. Oh, what a joy it brings. Oh, what a joy it brings. Have no fear, to work in miraculous ways. So unfair Babylon and them unscrupulous ways. Try your tears, why worry when you can just pray? Don't be scared to sing and shout the highest praise. I thought now you've been given Bernard even met. Tell them know what's my luck when this is more than dead. To preserve life, Hail King Selassie at the end. I serve the conquering lion man that's only live by Rastafari, the highest name. Shout him King of Kings. Shout him King of Kings. Never change, he remain the same. What a joy it brings. What a joy it brings. And if you would just call, and shall we respond with urgency, whether big or small, it doesn't matter what you burden feel. His mercy is for all, inhabiting the land and sea. Angel, his works is so wondrous. View the world and see. Watch this. Rastafari, the highest name. Shout him King of Kings. Shout him King of Kings. Never change, he remain the same. What a joy it brings. What a joy it brings. He's worthy to be praised. Jah is more than just a face. He's worthy to be praised. I says, how y'all feeling? Okay, thank you. Well, this next song we're about to play is called Fire Burning. You know what I mean? Go catch it now. Fire. This one is hot. The fire hot. And like a sauna. Light it up now. Tinkle. Oh, God. Fire burning everywhere. No matter where them run, them can't get away. Fire burning everywhere. All evil man not be a scatter away, Lord. Burning everywhere. Where the fire burning in the atmosphere is just blazing everywhere. Can't say I no melt much less evil man. This fire is felt over every land. Society we're controlled by the Vatican. Atomic bomb to carry out them satanic. Me burn Babylon, them think a regular police. I'll blow them apart, but me know them are the least. Me burn the 666, that are the mark of the beast. Them not giving no justice, and them not get no peace. Fire burning everywhere. No matter where them run, them can't get away. Fire burning everywhere. All evil man not be a scatter away, Lord. Burning everywhere. Red the fire burning in the atmosphere is just burning everywhere. No matter where them run. A sticker than the might get rid of Obia man. Carry go bring come get bone and all vagabond. Fire burn the system where fight taxi man. Police brutality, oh them feel of man. Hot a fire burn you up because of badness you a talk. I just a little juggle in them don't want to broke. But fire burn the man them when no one look a walk. And when Friday come them a set and a look a buck. Fire burning everywhere. No matter where them run them can't get away. Fire burning everywhere. All evil man up be a scatter away, Lord. Burning everywhere. Red the fire burning in the atmosphere is just blazing everywhere. Blessed be the most high, you make highway much straighter. And me the fire self it burn player hater. Them going down me burning out all the traitor. Me get the and boot and hammer all the instigator. No me wonder why them IT tighty. How go on the thing no must God Almighty. Babylon see the powers and not try fighty. That's why the biggie fire know me I feel like the fire burning everywhere. No matter where them run them can't get away. Fire burning everywhere. All evil man up here scatter away, Lord. Burning everywhere. When the fire burning in the atmosphere, it's just blazing everywhere. Hot a fire, red a fire, burning everywhere, burning everywhere. This fire, hot a fire, red a fire, burning everywhere. Fire burning everywhere. Glory to the Almighty. Yes, I. Well, time is 80 nowadays, you know. Stay in your lane, keep your distance and all these things. You know? Watch me. See me on the edge, don't push me. I don't want to lose my step. What a la la. What a la la. Already on the edge, don't push me. Suppose I'm to lose my step. What a la la. What a la la. What? Now is the time to live, don't think about the time to die. Another time to give up, now is the time to try. Every nation will live up time we have this rectify. Sometimes it easy walk, it a time man have to fly. Rastafari stand for truth, I hate it when them lie. Sometimes man a laugh, at times a tears me cry. Sometimes it just a sneeze, another time it just a cough. Saying that them real, them are the real is not off. See me on the edge, don't push me. I don't wanna lose my step. What a la la. What a la la. Already on the edge, don't push me. Suppose I'm to lose my step. What a la la. What a la la. Detrimental to me. This happen all around. No stay in a me zone if you gonna play around. No flap of one when the danger surround. Some turn to the rest and no, not even a sound. When the thinking maybe them say oh in the near. Because us when you jolly, please always be aware. Safety first, prevention better than to go. Don't be stupid, it's an accident. We don't wanna see me on the edge though. I don't wanna lose my step. What a la la. What a la la. Already on the edge, don't push me. Suppose I'm to lose my step. What a la la. What a la la. Give me the man. You know some days you just wanna be left alone. You need to get your head right on your own. Some things is just wrong. To many it's not known. Going through these phases, a time to feel it down. Rise above your problem, don't you feel it's just a test. Always place and time when you have to give your best. There's always a way to counteract the stress. Cause if you take your joy and suppress your happiness, see me on the edge, don't push me. I don't wanna lose my step. What a la la. What a la la. Already on the edge, don't push me. Suppose I'm to lose my step. What a la la. What a la la. One more time. See me on the edge, don't push me. I don't wanna lose my step. What a la la. What a la la. Already on the edge, don't push me. Suppose I'm to lose my step. What a la la. What a la la. Yo, I wanna say thank you all. My name is Black and White, representing for the Ghetto Youth International scene. Much more than respect.
We refuse to be what you want us to be. We are what we are, and that's the way it's going to be. If you don't know, you can't educate I for no equal opportunity. Talking about my freedom, people freedom, and liberty. Yeah, we're treading on the wine press for much too long, and it's time to rebel. Let's recall Bob Marley and Buddy Wailer, sons of 9 Mile, who left for Trenchtown, Kingston, that became the heartbeat of Jamaica's music scene. Our next artist is Samri I, a vibrant Jamaican roots reggae artist. Samri has been present on the local scene since 2015 and also extended his reach internationally after a 17-day tour of Europe in July back in 2016. Songs such as Take Me Oja and African Daughter are hitting the international airwaves and gaining favorable traction. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome Samri I.
Shade of my skin, only X color to my teeth. Yes, ink splashed against my hand, and in the rocks my soul. Looking back over my dreams that I once knew, wondering why my black dreams have never come true. Is it because I'm black? Somebody tell me, what can I do? Something is holding me. Is it because I'm black? In this world of no pity, I survived in the ghettos of Kingston City. Yeah. Not the Congo right side, just to learn every penny. Yeah. Lord, something is holding me back. Is it because I'm black? Like a youth smoking his first spliff and got caught. Looking at a picture of a white Jesus, somewhere my people got lost. Oh, yeah, nothing is holding me back. I wonder, is it because I'm black? Somebody tell me, what can I do? Will I survive or will I die?
Blessings be to the Most High. Through the Almighty we shall find true illumination. In each and every one of us there lies a spirit to do good or a spirit to do bad. Focus on the spirit to do good and the spirit to help others. Because without humility we are nothing. When all is still, I'll be holding on. Through my trials and tribulations, prayer keeps me strong. Yeah, yes, though the road is rocky and the way seems long, there is a light that guides my path is to where I am. I never get weak, I never get scared. Keep my head up, let righteousness prevail. Sometimes flesh and mind will failure. I give Jah thanks for all He's done, for I know He's real as the rising sun. As I am down on my knees, Jah is there for me. There is a within my soul, moving forward. Jah is in control. Sweet within my soul, moving forward. Jah is in control. And when my eyes were closed, Jah gave my vision and gave me wisdom to make the right day. Now as my knowledge increase, Jah is my strength and my provider. And when I am done, Jah never leave me neither. He's always around, keeps me on solid ground. There is a spirit within my soul, moving forward. Jah is in control. Willy bang bang, Willy bang bang, Willy bang bang. Boy, yeah. Ay, yeah, yeah. No, no. Hey, Willy bang bang, Willy bang bang, Willy bang bang. Yeah. You search and find my resilience. No, them asking where the gun they rasta. Black man don't know where you're talking about, so beg your pardon, Mr. Officer. No, no, I'm a soldier, who's protected by the scriptures. Yeah, and I no see no gun, but I'm looking in the face of a vampire. Rasta, neck can't stay. Black man stop up with slave master. Man, they have to set your people free, peace. My philosophy. Rasta, neck can't stay. Black man stop up with slave master. Man, they have to set your people free, peace. My philosophy. Mr. Officer, where you are do this? And I'm not the king of this bar. Him said, "One speak to me, 'cause I was sated by the bees." But truly, I man, me like the cut you let the herbs smoke more. Love ain't ugly. Let's unite and let the whole world know. Say, Rasta, neck can't stop. A man stop up for slave master. Man, they have to set your people free, peace. My philosophy. Rasta, neck can't stop. And we no work for slave master. Man, they have to set your people free, peace. My philosophy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, willy bang bang, willy bang bang, willy bang bang. Oh yeah. Hey, willy bang bang, willy bang bang, willy bang bang.
Undoubtedly, the island's capital, Kingston City, is the hub of reggae music. Home to countless recording studios, sound systems, and street dances, as well as a seemingly never-ending production line of talented musicians and artists. A trip to Kingston is a true pilgrimage for lovers of Jamaican music and the lifestyle and culture connected with it. If reggae is the heartbeat of Jamaica, Kingston is its heart.
Reggae grew out of a space where the dispossessed, poor, or oppressed sought escape from a world filled with sweet pain. This world was the inner cities of Jamaica's capital, Kingston Town. Now, as the capital of Jamaica, Kingston then earned the title Reggae Capital. Straight out of Kingston 6, our next act is unafraid, unabashed, committed, and lyrically accurate, revolutionary, one of Jamaica's reggae revivalists. He is no stranger to the Reggae Wednesday stage. He is a dedicated, well, he said, livicated member of Jaria, always supporting from the inception. I am pleased to welcome him into your homes, your hearts tonight, reggae family. Please, let's welcome Kabaka Pyramid.
Them system is a strain and a mess. I feel it like a pain in my chest. The people need a rest. I feel like I can't breathe in a this a suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. I can't breathe, I can't breathe. When the youths can't write and can't read, many can't spell but that them have we under. Can't tell the man different from woman. Yeah, the people them a swell. The food that give we cancer. Jamaica we tell them about the benefits of ganja. Them not like the smell, so we not get no sponsor. Rum and cigarette companies them running rampant. No money in our floor. The ghetto get so stagnant. You have be strong like Junior Gang Flag man. Can't breathe in a disaster suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. I can't breathe, my feet claustrophobic. Up in the system when no economic growth is. Can't breathe in a disaster suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. Can't breathe. Baby rockers. In the depths of this mental pollution, them want we take a dive. Living in destitution, but still we are survive. In spite of persecution, we humble as a child. For this revolution is of a different kind. We have a different mind, a priest of different signs, living in a different time. I can feel the frequencies changing around me, Jamaica. We not gonna make them go drown me. Can't breathe in a this suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. I can't breathe, my feet claustrophobic. Up in a system when no economic growth is. Can't breathe in a this suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. Babylon's burning down. How you feeling, Jamaica? Boom! Na 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 na. This one's for all the politicians, them. Na 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 na. Baby rockers now go beg no friend from them. Hey, in your face, them a smile up. Behind your back, money, them a pile up. Yeah, yeah. I can't tire to sing them song for Jamaican people, you know. What we tell them now? We tell them well done, Mr. Politician, man. You done a wonderful job at tear down my country demolition, man. Stibbly bang, we tell them well done, Mr. Politician, man. Well, you done such a great job tearing down the country with your business plan. Watch out now, hey, give them a round of applause for all the work you're doing. Decisions where you make will left the country in a ruins, yo. Strictly personal gain you're pursuing, so the tax rate higher than the planes where you're flying now. Figure make them deal with the IMF, I know we're on our backside, no sugar cane left. The hotels and the beaches are the Spanish, them go screeching in, I know how them be, but all my office say is well done, Mr. Politician, man. You done a wonderful job at tear down my country demolition, man. Skip it back, we tell them well done, oh well done, Mr. Politician, man. When am I gonna listen to it? Lord of mercy. What them do now? Them keep poverty and unemployment on the rise, corruption and not to mention the lies. Election and when the tension arrives, so them buy with Kentucky, not to mention the fries. Anything to secure your vote, and then you rob the people to secure your vote. Figure out, Goat Island where the Chinese own, the whole Jamaica is a Chinese loan. We tell them well done, Mr. Politician, man.
You done a wonderful job at tear down your country. Demolition. Watch out, people. Jamaica have a brand new song for you now. Come and sit and watch the election. I know it's one thing I learned when I realize over the years. Level. Election time, that's the only time you come around. The only time you make a sound. And you're full of promises, but you never honor this. We not see you till election time. That's the only time you come around. The only time you make a sound. And you're full of promises, but a poverty in your policies. Every time you come around, you tell a bag of lie. We still not see no changes, like as if you never try. Me want to see your resume. Me not think you qualify. I better if you get born to kill a fee, apply for the position of leader, or even all a sizzler. Can't be illegal, not only just make this not. Put it in your cleaner. Back a pyramid, the bun of fire from the politician. Them were only seen on election time. That's the only time you come around. The only time you make a sound. And you're full of promises, but you never honor this. I will not see you till election time. That's the only time you come around. The only time you make a sound. Give me a one job for the second verse. You know see we broke ya, you know see we broke ya. Listen me not see no. Hold on. Let me see if I can remember the lyrics. A new song, ready again? Watch ya. Me no see no joke ya. Me no see no reason for me go be no voter. Listen me no bro God. Your policy it no fit with quota. Better me go find a city over Ethiopia. Cause me no want for there you living in a this your colony. No proper education, minimum wage or with salary. Want to the computer lab while you no promise with no matter. Know you are governor still election time. That's the only time you come around. The only time you make a sound. And you're full of promises, but you never honor this. I will not see you till election time. The only time you come around. The only time you make a sound. And you're full of promises, but a poverty in your policies. We tell them well done, Mr. Politician Man. You done a wonderful job out here. More to see the round of applause emoji them right now in the chat right now. See? More to see the clap emoji them for the government. No matter if a Jamaica government, Trinidad, USA, England, anywhere in the world. One more time. And I tell them well done, Mr. Politician Man. You done a wonderful job out here down the country. Demolition Man. Skibbity bang. We tell them well done. Oh, well done, Mr. Politician Man. You have done such a great job tearing down my country with your business plan. Take it away. Big up to Jaria. I've been a member of Jaria for a very long time. And anywhere I go, I tell people to support this organization, you know what I mean? Because we really care about the industry. And if you really care about the reggae music industry, which is Jamaica's #1 national product, then we need to join this organization and strengthen it up. See? Some of cooler vibes now. Kabaka Pyramid is the name and we are the Baby Rockers. Yeah! When it comes to musical thing, I love is all I bring. Kabaka Pyramid, the lyrical sling like King David. And rhythm like these we not play with. Oh Lord. A long time on a DJ in a dance. A long time on a chant in a dance. Me come for nice up the area. Me come for nice up Jamaica. Watch your dread. Dance on sell off. Dance on kick off. It's a laugh. I ain't great sell off. People really see it and awful love. Promoter and imagine awful love. Oh them love. Cha la 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 la. Cha la 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 la. Born and growing in Jamaica. No matter where me go, me nah left ya. Me say me nah left Jamaica. Me coulda never left Jamaica. Skibbly bang, in comes King Kabaka, lyrical champion. Watch me chop up a rhythm like a sword from Japan. So bright up a squint like a real Chinese man. Practitioner of yoga but not Indian. Lyrics them a weapon of mass destruction. Me have nuclear bomb like an American. Can't
can't overstand all the rhymes them so strong. When me dip it, me ship it to the fifth dimension. For chat up on the rhythm that up in my religion. Now you get twist up and flat up like a Brazilian. Pile off your face with the mic in my hand, and then me sip a cup of tea like me come from England. A long time on a DJ in a dance, a long time on a chant in a dance. Me come for nice up the area, come for nice up Jamaica. Watch your dread, dance or sell off, dance or kick off. I agree with sell off, Georgie wine sell off. People really see it and awful laugh. Promoter on the margin off. Oh, them laugh. Sha la 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 la. Let me see the laugh emoji them right now. Watch out. Can't find no park, cause the dance really cock. Gate man a laugh and the cashier a laugh. Can't find a buckle with a cock. Me say I can't find no space to walk. I need a food before the food is sell off. The cane man and him I drink a laugh. Oh, them laugh. Sha la 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 la. Oh, them laugh. Sha la 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 la. Oh Lord have mercy. Skibbling bang. Come on, come here for me again. I tell them once and tell them again. Big up me, Johnny, your friends. Oh Lord, yeah. How you feel in Jamaica? You don't know. How we have over each and every acre. Yeah man, Rasta Day and we say reggae music. If you love reggae music, let me see some fire emoji right now, please and thanks. Drop it for me now, baby rockers. Let's go. Original. When if the music so sweet and the people them a dance, I must the reggae music honest. From your proud of reggae music, let me see the hands them. And I say, hey Mr. DJ, play that one again. Well, this a reggae music. Oh Lord of His mercy. Again. Yes. Well, if the music so sweet and the people them a dance, I must the reggae music honest. Now but chance Lord. Watch out. And I say, hey, Mr. DJ, play that one again. Well, this a reggae music where the people them defend. From now till the morning, the vibes in our end. Me love to see the uptown, I get the people blend. Hey, Mr. DJ, play that one again. Well, this a reggae music where the people them defend. From now till the morning, vibes never end. Watch out. Well, from your born in Jamaica, there is no escaping it. Reggae music on the top is everybody's favorite. Say you're not gonna feel no pain, even when the bass a lick. This is perfectly natural, and I'm nothing satanic. And if you're born overseas, you need to take a trip, like a pilgrimage to Mecca. How we created it, you want to see some real woman. When up them ways to it, like a musical scientist, I manipulate physics. Hey, Mr. DJ, play that one again. Well, it's a reggae music where the people them defend. From now till the morning, vibes never end. I love to see the uptown and get the people bread. Hey, Mr. DJ, play that one again. Well, it's reggae music where the people them defend. From now till the morning, vibes never end. Chris, what we tell them? Reggae music make you dance and reggae music make you smile. Skank it to the rhythm from a once a little child. But Marley and the Wailers send the pattern and the a super cat of lyrics where you flow like River Nile. Big up all the sound, them done been doing it for a while. But Kabaka Pyramid, me leading by your mile. Me take my music round the world. I make the sacrifice to put Jamaica up on the top. And when me touch the side, them say, hey, DJ, play that one again. Well, it's a reggae music where the people them defend. From now till the morning, the vibes now go. Kabaka Pyramid, just set the trend once again. Hey, Mr. DJ, play that one again. Well, it's a reggae music, Nicolina come defend. From now till the morning, vibes now go long. Well, skibbly bang 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 bang, skibbly bang 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 bang. Come on, come here, I'm down with that brand new slam. I make them know say me and the Bambi Rockers young. We're touching on the street and yes, them off for tag along. And when we touch out of Europe and up on the stage, them sick about a pyramid, the fire off the blaze. And burn up Babylon because we flip another pierce. Red up on your beers, one Lord. Hey, Mr. DJ, that's right. How you feeling out there in the world? It's an international thing, you know. This is not just a Jamaica thing, you know what I mean? And watch out, you see when you see me up on the stage, you know, so I got to address certain issues, right? And these are not just Jamaica issues, it's international, you know what I mean? They might kill off the picnic, them at Jamaica. They might kidnap the woman, them in Trinidad. We see them kill off black people in the US. All kind of things are going on.
But you know what I got to do to the whole of them perpetrators there? I trample, we are going to trample them. Give me the rhythm, play me, burn them in a car trample, we are going to trample them right now. Baby rockers! Okay, right. In the town. I read the fire, Rasta man and burn out. In the town, yeah. I read the fire, Rasta man and burn out. In the town. I read the fire, Rasta man and burn out. In the town. Let me see the fire emoji there. Hey, come here, quick trample them again. Dismantle them again. And clean up all the nastiness from off the resident. Come here, quick trample them again. Dismantle them again. And burn up everything with dirty Babylon did. Come here, quick trample them again. Dismantle them again. Some pedophile, I wonder how them get so prevalent. Make we trample them again. Dismantle them again. Baby rockers make we talk to the child molester. Certain things we not promote round here. Not even joke round here. No lick up pick no UPC and walk and poke round here. No freaky poke round here. No take no coke round here. If them got drift, then we'll find them body afloat round here. No pedophile round here. Can't touch no child round here. If them got smile round here, them get with vile round here. No touch a style round here. We have missile round here. Blood over flow like river Nile round here. When we trample them again, dismantle them and clean up all the nastiness from off the. Come and we trample them again, dismantle them again, and burn up everything with dirty Babylon did. Come and we trample them again, dismantle them again. Some pedophile, I wonder how they get so prevalent. Come and we trample them again. Oh Lord of mercy, yeah. Watch out now. So we don't want them over west, we don't want them over east, we don't want them in a yard, we don't want them overseas. From them touch a little daughter, well we not go over breed. Just string them up alive and make the news reporter see it. And burn them at the stake and up across the lake. From children them a rape, them neck get lost a rape. Cause them think they win not rate, no bring that to me gate. No tell Sharia about no hate when we trample them again. Dismantle them again, and clean up all the nastiness from up the resin. Come and we trample them again, dismantle them again, burn up everything with dirty Babylon. Come and we trample them again, dismantle them again. Some pedophile, I wonder how them get so preppy. Come and we trample them again, dismantle them again. Oh Lord of mercy, yeah. Hey, the one your name and burn them all way. Be a nastiness, them all for bringing on me island, Lord. Burn them all way. And burn them all way. Rastafari blessings. Give thanks, you know. Yeah, well, heap of things are going. Line up the next track for me, because we don't stop burning the fire, you know. You know, so from your sick kabaka pyramid, you see fire, you know, see me dressing on my red. You know what I mean? And a true Valentine's is near, you know. A fire with there for burn. Don't baby rockers. Babylon bridge is burning. Babylon bridge is falling today. Babylon, you're falling down. I say you're not gonna live to see the morning come. You wicked empire, me a chant it down. Cause you follow Lucifer, the falling sun with the fluttering lips and charming tongue. Most time blessing and you call it down. Cause the people are suffer like dog. When the weeping and the mourning and balling done, them a go get sun. Them never see it coming like thief in a night. When them cities start burn like weed in a pipe. Blood a flow like river through street. What a sight. Politician in a roll like weed on a bite. Brimstone fire, earthquake and disaster. Nobody can save you, not even the pastor. We slaughter them like animal in the pasture. Hey, make them know say fire what we call it. And them they never see if the morning come. You wicked empire, me a chant it. Fire follow Lucifer, the falling sun with the fluttering lips and charming tongue. Most time blessing I call it. Fire people are suffer like when they weeping and them never listen. Things are get drastic. From you pull the ocean up a plastic. A mountain of rubbish heap up in the Atlantic. Now get no answers from one just semantics. Lies them a tell just a stretch like elastic. Building more factories polluting the air. Still we now get distracted. We moving no fear. Truth it is clear. Revolution is near. Dirty Babylon best prepare. Cause you fall it down. So
Say you're not gonna live to see the morning. You wicked empire, me a chant it. Fire follow Lucifer, we calling. With them flattering lips and charming tongue. Most time blessing, I call it. Watch out now then, hey, and I tell them say, set the fire burning red in the earth. Feed the amount of blood they shed in the earth. You make your bed in the dirt. Baby, you should have never desert. Rastafari children, them are empress men in that birth. Now I'm mama Africa, oh God, let's be dessert. Now they can't mess up me verse, and check on me verse. Listen to me, red fire, me the full panic. Babylon, you're calling. I say you're not gonna live to see the morning come. Wicked empire, me a chant it down. Cause you follow loose. The falling sun with the cluttering. Most time blessing are you calling. For the people that suffer like that. Wanna get me done? Level. Watch out. Look on me easy on the truck. Fresh on my new wall of peas in the black. Baby rock on my team, them on my back. See the brother there in the green, them on the strap. Hey, someone have to walk with it. Have to keep my energy clear, my thoughts vivid. Don't come around me, work your thought visit. Don't I say you have a little dark spirit. Never wanna hear me. Falling sun with the clattering lips. Charming tongue. Most of the sin I am calling. When they weeping and they moaning. On them. Me say me a go done them. Rastafari a done them. And we a love and shun them. Yeah. Babylon bridge is falling. Babylon bridge is burning. Babylon bridge is falling today. Falling today. We're not gonna make them kill off the human race. We have to stand up and fight and do something about it. Because we see the weather change every year. Them say global warming. We see the whole heap of rubbish them are flinging at the ocean. All these things. And yet still them still artists still sing song about woman for bleach face and man a bleach. And all them something there. You know what I mean? This is Black History Month. It's Reggae Month. Yeah? So when you see Kabaka, you know, so you have to remember your heritage. Especially our black people. Proud to be Africans, right? So this one is specially dedicated to all the women them out there who proud of how you naturally look, you know? Yeah, how the Most High create you. This one is called Natural Woman. Can we do this one, please? Baby Rockers. Natural woman, you are a queen. No follow back a Babylon regime. Yeah. It's just love, you know? Natural woman, you are a queen. Can I sing for you, please? Natural woman, you are a sign to be old. Beautiful in a whatever color skin you got. You know if you bleach out everything you got and be everything you're not. Natural woman, you are a sign to be old. Glorious in the hair where you're born with. You know if you cream that not put on with. Well, hear me now. Sure. Cause when you step in the street, you stand out. Natural beauty where you teach me about, yeah. It's so funny if you see black people bleach and the white people them on the beach at a note, yeah. We're living in this mixed up world, but you are keep it focused cause your kids come first. You are teach them about self-worth. Beauty is within you, have to love yourself first. Natural woman, you are a sign to be old. Beautiful in a whatever color skin you got. You know if you bleach out everything you got and be everything you're not. Natural woman, you are a sign to be old. No matter what color you know, just be proud of who you are, you know what I mean? You know why? Cause you're a natural beauty. No matter who you are, coulda brown, coulda white, coulda blacker than a tar. Beauty from you know who you are. Nobody do nothing too bizarre. Natural beauty, nothing I need for change. No silicone, now go get it in my range, yeah. But say them things they kinda strange. We have to take it to a higher plane. Cause if you follow them, you are gonna lose your soul. Don't make them make you lose control. Know yourself, control yourself. Cause all the folly them I do, I make Rome and melt. I see them screaming and bleating and screaming and teasing the people. Reasons we keep it real.
but who can hear them a go feel? Truth Rastafari reveal. Send natural woman, you are assigned to be old. Beautiful in a whatever color skin you got. You know if you bleach out everything you got and be everything you're not. Natural woman, you are assigned to be old. Glorious in the year where you're born with. You know if you cream that not put on way. Shock you. Natural woman, you are a You see, just like when you sing positive music, in these times the odds are stacked against you. Know what I mean? People not just run for support positive music, so it's an unfortunate thing, and it's the same thing in this time for the natural woman then some of the time. But you see, we as Rasta, we love you know what I mean? Never doubt. Natural woman, you are assigned to be old. Beautiful in a whatever color skin you got. You not be bleach out everything you got and be everything you're not. Natural woman, you are assigned to be old. Glorious in the year where you're born with. You not be cream that not put on with. Give thanks. Rastafari, no. Yeah, because really and truly, you know, we're born with everything we need to achieve everything we need in our life. Really and truly. But when you check the small island of Jamaica, look at all we achieve in this world. With just a few million people, you know? So if you have that belief in your heart, you can achieve anything, no matter the situation. Rastafari said that. Accurate, immaculate. Have to believe in myself. Gabby teach me in them speeches. Say without self-confidence, youth you're twice defeated. Believe me, Rastafari. Now wait for nobody for tell me say my great. Now wait for nobody for open up the gate. Have to believe in myself. Have to believe in myself. Now wait for nobody for give me motivation. Me have to make it out this sticky situation. Have to believe in myself. Have to believe in myself. All when them a doubt me that coulda never face I. No, I know so me mother raise I. Self-sufficient, might as well that she name I. So me aim my limit is the sky. Work me put in that could never be undone. Any task when me get my wrap it up like condom. All when the burden when me bear away 1 ton, me have to carry the load because me nah no option. Now wait for nobody for tell me say my great. Now wait for nobody for open up the gate. I could believe in myself. I could believe in myself. Now wait for nobody for give me motivation. Me have to make it out this sticky situation. I could believe. I could believe. Now watch what them a do me on me own a mission. Now wait for a soul me alone and me done. From here the name Kabaka, you know say man a king in the earth. Me know my worth as a proud African. And Rastafari lead me. For know myself and in a school them never teach me. For grow my wealth but this a journey never easy. Still me show my strength. So even though I'm slim I lift the weight over the bench. Now wait for nobody. Tell me say my great. Now wait for nobody to open up the gate. I will believe in myself. I will believe in myself. Now wait for nobody to give my motivation. Me I gonna make it out this rough situation. I will believe. It's all this COVID situation. We're gonna get out of it, you know. We're gonna get out of it, trust me. Hello, just give thanks and praises. Power. And when the pressures of life circle round I and I, and them want me go round I and I, still I see I crown I and I, can't confront I and I. Now wait for nobody for tell me say my great. Now wait for nobody for open up the gate. I have to believe. I said I have to believe. Now wait for nobody to give my motivation. Me have to make it out this rough situation. I have to believe in myself. I want to heap people in doubt me, you know. Enough to go through for reach over there right now. I true believe in ourselves. I'm a team believing in me. I'll be shy, do it, give up on myself. Yeah? Rastafari now, baby rockers. Jamaica, what we tell them one last time? Now wait for nobody for tell me something great. Now wait for nobody for open up your gate. I for believe in myself. I for believe in myself. Now wait for nobody for give I motivation. Me have to make it out this sticky situation. I for believe in myself. I for believe. Give thanks and praise. Jaria, love him.
Well done, Kabaka Pyramid. Keep it burning. Keep it accurate every time. Now, Bob Marley said, if we are going to win the revolution, we have to win it with Rasta. And it can't win the other way. Because our next act has brought the spirit of Rastafari and the energy of reggae global. And him not afraid of nobody. Him do it for the love every single time. He is a reggae revolutionary. Ladies and gentlemen, reggae lovers worldwide, Reggae Wednesdays. Welcome the man from De La Vega, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, Jamaica. Let's welcome Chronix.
First. Whoa, 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 yeah. Feeling great now, how you feeling? Really fine too. I got some songs with many meanings. Read between the lines. Nowadays prophecy revealing. When you read the signs, you got to creep before you walk. You got to live before you die. Feeling great now, how you feeling? Really fine too. I got some songs with many meanings. Read between the lines. Nowadays prophecy revealing. When you read the signs, you got to creep before you walk. But put my set up on the map. They'll splash. Yeah, they'll move. Blaze fire hot. Barrel full of crap, oh, barrel full of crap. Till them coulda stopped. All of them sell a go crack when they crawl at the barrel and reach to the top. All of them should I sell out to my land in a foreign, my show never flop. Sell on the wall and already sell it down again and then call them a buck. Who could I seek for calm and walk? Share with the wall, I'm a brethren and 50-50. When they drop my pump, my city on the map. Yeah, they'll splash, yeah, they'll move. Paint pan a shot, rise up to something from out of the drum. Place up a atmo, wake up my granny, me tell her to run. What? Yellow Chronicle, the senior, the junior chop, yeah. Where them a go do when time them junior drop? Go tell the baby them get ready, cause I do la come. Them think I yesterday are from your little youth, me a chop. Sig a ding 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 ding. When I play ring ding with reggae music, give me ring. Man I tell Jackie, Dilly and Dolly with any rhythm. Now give me no praise, girl, it's Selassie, I'm the king, yeah. Now give me don't play with me, think I'm a top musician. Melody, I'm a weapon, lyrics, I'm an ammunition. Israeli, I Selassie, send me with them on a mission. But I know how them I gonna get the microphone from out of Jah never give the power to no Jah will never give the power to no bald man. Jah will never give the power to no bald man. Oh, to judge a Rasta man. No. Never. East, Original Chronic from Spanish Town, Jamaica, alongside Zing Fence. Yeah. I, Naya Bing get order. I, ooh yeah, Jah carry me through everything. I have no fear for anything. Jah gave me all the strength I need to make it through this world I was born in. Rastafari is my peace of mind. Jah, thank you for your loving kindness, for every drop of air I breathe, and for waking me up this morning. And when I trotting in the streets today, Jah never leave my side, and every day the same prayer I say, saying it to one more time. Trotting in the streets I pray,
in the streets I pray.
Kabaka pyramid say, never let fire, no, Rastafari.
Inna me going out and inna me coming in, please watch over I. Protect my family when I no localize. When trotting through these streets, keep my focus right, no oversight. I back a feel this life is so much life, but with you as my guide and shield, any pain I may feel, time will heal you. It's a joy to know it's sign and seal, confidence in the victory. Anytime you see the natty trotting in the streets,
when we're trotting in the streets, yeah, Jah never leave my side. And every day the same prayer I say, here I'm saying it to one more time. Trotting in the streets I pray, begging you please, never let fire night. Oh, never let fire night. There's so much good in the world and still evil lurks in the darkness at night. Jah protect I and I from the ones who don't care about the fact that we share the same air, and the blood that we bleed is alike. What good is a brother who pretend to love his mother if his actions would make him lose sleep in the night? Cry rivers of tears, oh Jah here, tuck it in on my waist. Start up the bike, ride out in the streets I pray. Jah never leave my side, and every day the same prayer I say, saying it one more time, yeah. In the streets I pray,
worldwide.
Never let fire night. Jah never let fire night. Kabaka pyramid, my brethren, tell them one psalms a day, one chapter a day, Rastafari, same way Zing Fence. Big up Kabaka pyramid every time. One prayer a day, chant a meditation every day. Ask the Father to guide I and I. Read this from Spanish Town and them feel it. When we did say here comes trouble, we really mean it. Yeah. Oh, na 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 na. Oh, na 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 na. Na na. Yeah. Oh, na 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 na. Yeah. Good vibration, yeah. That's the positive vibes and we creating, yeah. Sounds that make you feel right, we keep it blazing, yeah. Forever shining this light, keep it blazing, yeah. Forever shining, yeah. Thank the Lord, my cup is full and running over. All who never like me, I fell love with no. Baby girl just text me, says she coming home, yeah. When she reach, she want me fit turn off the phone. Turn the lights down low, turn up the stereo. Alternate Gregory Isaacs, Dennis Brown. Have you ever been in love? Now bad vibes can't stop this good vibration, yeah. Oh, that's the positive vibe we creating, yeah. Sounds that make you feel right, we keep it blazing, yeah. Forever shining this light. Melodies that touch your soul. They're acting like the people don't need it no more. Still when she hear that good music, she hold me close. She grooving now, I know she feeling it for sure. She moved to me and rest her head up on my shoulder. Soothingly she tell me fit turn up the song. Have you ever been in love? Now bad vibes can't stop this good vibration, yeah. Oh, that's the positive vibe we creating, yeah. Sounds that make you feel right, we keep it blazing, yeah. Forever shining this light, yeah. Oh yeah, no. Have you ever been in love? Yeah. Have you ever been in before? Vibration, yeah. That's the positive vibe blazing, yeah. Sounds that make you feel right, give Jah praises, yeah. Shines the eternal light, so we give Jah praises, yeah. Rastafari praises. Reggae music is the best. When it comes to music, nobody couldn't test. Pick up couple of pyramid, your lyrical address. Anyway, you touch the people, them have said the depths. Living freestyle and not to dread it come to step. In my wall of beans and them say nothing yet. Ace. Big respect to all Massive and Crew scene. Run reggae music scene. Oh yeah. Hey, black eye, black hair, black skin, black queen, stand majestic with the black king. Today I'll sing you a black song. You need to hear about beautiful black things, cause most times we hear about black. We hear about black magic and black witches. Black book, black market, Black Friday, spend out your black riches. See now no black pill for cure no black people. But I've seen witch doctors like Tosh and Marley resurrect like a real black Peter. Malcolm, Marcus, Martin. When you see Walter Rodney, ask him. Oh, you not hear about how well I've been. So when the little offspring asking, tell them they never told us that black is beautiful. They never told us that black is beautiful. They never told us that black is beautiful. They never told us. They never told us that black is beautiful. No. You a behave and a go on like you never spent 500 years on a farm too. The same chain you a wear and a go on is another black life in Sierra Leone. Oh, find out Mama Earth got golden. Find out Mama Earth black soul then. Work hard just to get a black card, same card where you swipe by back your black golden. I see no faces, love. This is not a racist song. Song for the children who was never told about where their race is from. They never hear it in their favorite songs. Everybody come as a slavery's done. But I got one when the babies come and start read about things like Dogons, Black Kemet and Kush, Black Kings, Black Senate and books. We teach about pyramids and put real significance to physical looks. So every word when we sing, in my world everything. Black, white, black, right back. Don't be surprised if me say me king black. Haile Selassie, I am a king black. Black is Marcus Garvey, me king black. Forward ever, no looking back. Yeah, black is beautiful. They never told us. They never told us that black is beautiful. No. No, they never told us. Oh, they never told us. They never told us. They never told us. Preacher is preaching, good God, the things that he preaches. Wonder who taught him to preach every day. Preacher is preaching. Where did he get his degree? Now it is no mystery. Who taught us black history? Gunshot. They never told us black is beautiful. They never told us black is beautiful. They never told us that black is beautiful. They never told us. Well, me no business where them feel like say, nor where them want tell we about Jesus say. Them sight us a far right and off the east and settle when the conquering lion and make a speech. Them fret, them always make it seem like it's the heads of government. And of them around the world, the high priest them wet. Live in the mountain and only feed palm bread. Only the lesson where mother nature teach them get. Them a rule the earth and on a president way. I fling the little youth them in a penitentiary. Brainwash them before them even reach elementary. Them now no love and me see it clearly. 2020 Babylon split the atom and reach the bottomless pit. And I got hear that on television or on Netflix though. Things fix. East. They never told. Yeah, I tell you say that. Run our next reggae music scene. Big respect to our Massive One crew who is watching and all the people globally celebrating Reggae Month. It's an honor to know that our music and our indigenous sounds are being celebrated across the world. Seeing it is for us though to celebrate it as a lifestyle and as a culture so that we can know that we have a culture that is indigenous. Seeing? So big respect to all the youths watching, all the young musicians who are watching, all the young writers, you don't know, all the young creatives who are watching. Keep your culture alive, keep your spirituality alive, because what else could be our work as cultural people than to keep a culture alive and guide the evolution of it, because it must evolve, you know. But we have to, the evolution must be guided, you know what I mean? And it must be deliberate and it must be, you know, based upon what we need. It shouldn't be a guy now, I tell you, how to evolve what saying. Run reggae music. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All DJs, big up on yourself. Easy. Roll out the cool as a breeze. While it look like a science book, swear a school me I got tea. Rev the truck up to the mountain top, and as soon as me reach it, go get the skunk, kick the shoes off my feet, then I bless the cup, 32 songs me read. Give thanks for the love me receive, me work every day, in the street, every day, and with nights like these. When a holiday, touch on the beach, white t-shirt and a cut off jeans, and when I need no sneakers, no. Sun grains and massage my feet, my locks long like Jesus. Locks. The sun burning up till it red. Welcome to Kingston every day. It's a summer every night, feel like a Friday. Oh yeah, rev the bike till them swear. It's on my high grade, I make what I read. Still not already, I feel nobody think that the night of Friday. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, general, I wanna touch it with me. I'm an empress, I'm a brother, them the rolling a stranger. Herbs pretty like an emerald. One pump, several in the chalice, puff up my Babylon to the vapor. Tell her them not ready for the energy. We bring in every style where them a follow, yes, how we are the maker. Spending like I run, I think I boat when they come, remember every day or summer when the day of Jamaica. Hold on up, baby, this place kinda crazy, oh. Everybody a dance, get you energy. Everybody a dance, get you. I grade and the reggae music. Rastafari keep it grooving. Whole world a breathe a touchdown in the West Indies. Oh no, sun burning up, no. Welcome to Kingston, yeah. Every night feel like a Friday. When you rev the bike till I'm sweat. I read them at my irate. And I still when I'm oh yeah. Every day in the street. Every day and nights like these. When a holiday, touch on the beach. White t-shirt and a cut off jeans. I win a need. Locks long like Jesus locks again. La 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 dance. La 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 dance all in the morning, dance all in the evening. Sun burning up till it red. Welcome to Kingston every day. It's a summer every night, feel like a Friday. When the bike to good series, I grade, I make where I read. Still when I go ready, I every night a Friday. Oh yeah, the sun burning up till it red. Welcome to Kingston every day. Every night feel like a Friday. When you rap the bike till them swear, yeah. Grade, I make where I read. And I still when I go ready, Original Chronics from Spanish Town, Jamaica. Jah love live forever. Jah love is eternal. Love.
What a show, sweet! Wow, what a music full of meaning. Reggae music comes from a tradition of rebellion, protest, a music of the oppressed, the people's sound, and it has been a pleasure sharing message music with you tonight. Jaria is a non-profit organization dedicated to the preservation and promotion of Jamaica's music. We encourage all artists, musicians, producers, engineers, publicists, event promoters, all of you, to become a member of Jaria by visiting the website at www.jariaentertainment.com. I use this opportunity to big up the Jaria board led by Chairman Mr. Johan Simpson and the Reggae Month Committee led by Jaria Reggae Month Chair Abishai Hoylett. Now, Jaria remains committed to educating the world about this music that has made so much impact on the world. Now come tomorrow, Thursday, February 11 at 6 p.m. Mark it down in your calendars. We continue our Reggae Month Open University series with a conversation on reggae and rebellion, exploring the world of reggae across the world in the fight for equality and justice, moderated by Professor Carolyn Cooper. We want to thank all of our sponsors, the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports, the Ministry of Tourism, Chase Fund, Starlight, JTB, TEF, CPTC, Java, JCDC, Reggaeville, Rhythm Agency, Surf for Reggae and the Reggae Festival Guide, M1 Production, Creation Foods, Ashanti Oasis, and SR Rehearsal Studios. We also want to thank the many artists for sharing their talent and time, and for the service providers who made this possible. Special thanks to the production team, members of the Reggae Month Committee, and the Jaria Board for taking Reggae Month 2021 to us virtually. Make sure that you follow us on all our social media pages at Jaria Entertainment and on our website at jariaentertainment.com. See you next week. I'm Debbie Bissoon. Stay blessed.